Database is an organized way of storing information. It helps us to manage and access large amount of information quickly and efficiently. Let us understand this through an example. Unknowingly, we all use database in our daily life. We maintain our personal address diaries, wherein we record addresses and telephone numbers of our friends. We maintain the information alphabetically so that whenever any information is needed, we could browse and extract the information quickly. From time to time, we keep on adding new addresses and also update the contact numbers and postal addresses of our friends if there is any change. All these operations that we perform, like adding, updating, sorting, editing, deleting, etc., are the functions of a database. Telephone diary, a dictionary maintaining a list of students and their addresses, keeping their records pertaining to academic and co-curricular achievements, list of groceries in a grocery store, catalog in a library, list of customers in a bank, maintaining employees' information in offices and organizations, etc., are the examples of different types of database. It's very difficult to maintain a database manually when there are hundreds and thousands of records, as the chances of committing errors increase. A computerized record-keeping system is a collection of programs that enables you to store, modify, and extract information from a database known as DBMS, Database Management System. It saves our time and energy. Moreover, to a great extent, it reduces the chances of errors creeping into the database. Therefore, data handling using DBMS becomes fast and efficient. Tables. Tables are the building blocks of a database. They store the complete data in a structured manner, that is, in the form of rows and columns. Every table has a finite number of columns and rows. Elements of a table. Fields. All the columns in a table are called fields. A field describes a specific attribute of all the records in a table as shown in the figure. For example, the field that mentions the roll number of the table students will store the roll numbers of all students. Records. The rows in a table are called records. A record contains the values for all the fields that belong to a single person or an entity. For example, when we enter data of all the fields such as roll number, first name, and marks for a given student, it creates a new row in a table, which is called a record. Data. A set of characters that represent a valid value is known as data. For example, Sandeep, 89, 79, and 60 are the data values for the specific fields of the following table, students. Alright, let us now discuss field versus record. Queries. A database stores vast amount of data, but queries help us to retrieve the filtered data based upon some conditions. Queries are also used to perform actions such as delete, update, etc. on the data based upon some criteria, conditions. Forms. Forms are the user-friendly interfaces that facilitate the process of entering data in tables and queries. A form has an attractive interface that accepts data from the user and forwards it to the corresponding table or query. Reports. Reports are used to display selected data in a printable format. Reports collect the summarized data from one or more tables or queries and organize it in a printable form. Alright students, now we will learn what is Microsoft Access. Microsoft Access is the most popular and powerful RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, that serves as an integral part of the Microsoft Office suite of applications. It organizes data in the form of tables. It provides the facility to create relationship between these tables by using common fields. A relational database prevents duplication of data. Another important feature of Access is that you can add, update, delete, view data and establish relationship by using forms, find and retrieve data in a desired way by using queries, and print data in a specific layout by using reports. Access provides the facility to break large information into small parts so that it is easy to access the information. Data redundancy, duplication of data is reduced. It increases the efficiency, speed and flexibility in searching and accessing information. Access facilitates sharing of data. Different users can use the same database to extract data according to their needs. Access provides data security features and maintains integrity, which is useful to make your data more consistent and reliable. Access provides the facility to create data forms so that the user can enter the required information in the respective fields. It also reduces data entry errors. Queries help you to get information on a specific topic from the information stored in the database. Reports allow you to present the data in a meaningful and summarized manner. Alright, let us learn components of Microsoft Access 2010. Before learning about the various functions of Microsoft Access, let us get familiar with the various components of Microsoft Access window. Title bar. It is located at the top of the window and displays the name of the current database. Quick Access toolbar. This toolbar is present at the top left corner of the Access window. It contains the most frequently used command buttons. By default, it has 3 buttons which are Save, Undo and Redo. Ribbon. It contains various tabs, each with several groups of relevant commands. Some tabs appear when you work with certain objects like forms. Such tabs are called contextual tabs. Navigation pane. This pane is present on the left side of the Access window. It displays the name of the objects used in the database such as table, queries, forms, reports, etc. Navigation buttons. As the name suggests, it helps in navigating through the records. The navigation buttons display the current record number in an object. Object tabs. The objects that you have opened in a database appear right above the work area in a tabled form. Clicking on any tab displays the contents in the work area. To close the current tab, click on the cross button on the right end of the bar. Status bar. This bar is located at the bottom of the window. On its extreme left, it displays the name of the current view, and on its right, it displays 4 view buttons which are Data Sheet View, Design View, Pivot Table View, and Pivot Chart View. Students, now let me tell you how to create a blank database. Microsoft Access allows you either to create a new database from scratch or create a database by using pre-installed templates. Access provides many automated wizards that help in making a database, tables, forms, reports, etc. To open Microsoft Access, click on Start, then go to All Programs, then go to Microsoft Office, then go to Microsoft Access 2010. When Access opens, you will find the Backstage view on the screen. By default, the blank database option is selected under the Available Templates section. In the blank database task pane on the right, specify the file name in the file name text box. If required, you can change the path from the Browse button placed adjacent to the file name box. Click on the Create button. A new database will be created along with an empty table named Table 1. A new tab, that is Table Tools, will be now visible on the title bar. Students, let us know more. Templates are pre-built database focused on a specific task. These can be used instantly and can also be downloaded. Students, note that when you open a new or existing database in Office Access 2010, the objects in your database, tables, forms, queries, reports, etc. appear in the navigation pane. To view the objects, click on the drop-down arrow of all Access objects in the navigation pane. The Fields tab is selected by default. Students, let's learn working with tables. A table is a database object which is used to store information in an organized manner. It consists of rows and columns with small rectangles called cells, where rows and columns intersect. These rows and columns are referred to as records and fields respectively. Each cell of data in a table is a part of both a field and a record. A field is a named unit of information. It stores one type of information about all the objects or items. Types. Data types are used to declare the fields of a table. A data type determines the type of data a particular field can accept. Once the data type is defined, we cannot enter a different type of data in it. If we try to do so, an error message will be displayed. The following table describes the available data types. Data types: text, functions. It is used to store text or a combination of text and numbers that does not require calculation, such as address, phone numbers, etc. The fields with this data type can have maximum of 255 characters. Number stores numeric information that you can use for calculations. A number data can store integer values as well as decimal values. The maximum size of a number field can be 16 bytes. Memo stores text and numbers up to 65,536 characters. It is used for descriptive fields such as notes, comments, description, etc. Date or time stores date type information like date of birth, date of joining, date of leaving, etc. The maximum size used by this data type is 8 bytes. Calculations related to dates can be done in this field type. Auto number generates a sequential number whenever a new record is added to a table. The value in the auto number field cannot be changed. It stores data as 4-byte values, typically used in primary keys. Yes or no. It is used at places where the field can have only one possible value. It can either be true or false, yes or no, or on or off. Example, a student can either be a male or a female. OLE. It stands for Object Linking and Embedding. It is used to embed an object created in another application, such as Microsoft Word document, Excel spreadsheet, or PowerPoint presentation into the Access table. It stores up to 2 GB of data. Hyperlink. The hyperlink data type can store links to web pages, websites, files on an intranet or LAN on your computer. It stores up to 1 GB of data. Lookup wizard. A lookup wizard helps you to create a field whose values are chosen from the values in another table, query, or list of values. By default, Access sets lookup fields to the number data type. Attachment. This data type allows you to attach images, spreadsheet files, documents, charts, and other types of supported files to the records in your database, much similar to the manner you attach files to emails. Calculated. This data type is used when a user creates table fields that calculate values. The calculations can include values from fields in the same table as well as built-in Access functions. This data type is used mostly in case of queries, forms, and tables. Rich text. Text or combination of text and numbers that can be formatted using color and font controls. A table in 2 views, design view and data sheet view. Design view. In design view of the table, you can enter the field names, their data types, and description. The design view is divided into 2 parts. Field grid pane. In this pane, you can define the field names, their data types, and description. Field properties pane. This section is used to set properties for the field defined in the table. Data sheet view. Data sheet view is used to enter data in a table. When you double-click the table name in the navigation pane, it opens the table in the data sheet view. Switching between views. Microsoft Access allows you to switch from one view to another by following either of the 2 options. Click on the View option in the Views group on the Home tab to change the desired view. Or click on the Design View or Data Sheet View buttons at the right corner of the status bar. Students, let us know more that you can also create a table by selecting the Table Design option. Okay students, let us now learn how to create a table. A table can be created in various ways. They are creating tables in Design View, creating tables by using templates, creating tables in Data Sheet View. In this chapter, you will learn how to create a table in the Design View. This view lets you design the structure of a table by specifying the field names, data types, and their properties. Follow the given steps to create a table. In Database window, click on the Create tab and select the Table option in the Tables group. A new table will be created in the database. Click on the View button, drop-down arrow in the Views group and choose Design View from the drop-down menu. The Save As dialog box appears. Define the table name and click on OK button. A blank table will open in the Design View displaying the 3 columns named Field Name, Data Type and Description. A new tab named Design appears in the ribbon. Access automatically creates a primary key and assigns it a field name, ID and the data type auto number. You will notice that a key symbol appears next to the field. Enter the name for other fields in the Field Name column. Press the Tab key to move the Data Type column. By default, text appears in the Data Type column. Click on the drop-down arrow that appears when you click in the Data Type field. Select the desired data type from the displayed list. Press the Tab key to move to the Description column. In this column, you can give any comments related to the field. This is an optional step. Press the Tab key again and the cursor will move to the Field Name column in the next row. Repeat this process until you create all the required fields of a table and set their properties. Let us take a quick view. Press Ctrl+W to save the changes and close the table. Students, note that a field name can have up to 64 characters including space. Student, note that the fields can be added or deleted later on in a table by opening the table in Design View. On the Design tab, select the Insert Rows option in the Tools group. A new blank row will be inserted at the selected position. Define the name, data type, and properties for the new field. To delete any row, select the row and click on the Design tab. Then go to Tools group, then go to Delete Rows button. Okay students, note that the field property is an attribute that defines the field's appearance or behavior within a database. Primary key. A primary key is a check on the table that uniquely identifies each record in a table. It does not contain any duplicate data. A table can have only one primary key. Access uses the primary key to relate the table's record to those in another table. Let's understand it with the example of student table. As we all know that each student in a class has a unique roll number, which cannot be assigned to any other student. Hence, roll number can be defined as a primary key to uniquely identify each record.